Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Vintage Story on the Aura Fury server. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing absolutely awesome. So I was out doing some mining. If we take a look at the map here, I've been finding a lot of bismuth. I think we're going to use some bismuth lanterns for a few things. They have kind of a green and weird, it's a weird color, but I was out here, I found the end of a cave, and there's two ruins, literally side by side, one of which is a teleporter, one of which I haven't looked. Okay, it's one of these. So yeah, this is just, I've never seen ruins this close together, but yeah, this is definitely a translocator that has not been found before, so that's good. Let's see if we've got any. Okay, we've got gears. So we're probably going to get a fair number of gears out of all of this. And do we not have any metal parts to put in? No, we don't. But by the way, I did get some rich crystallized bismuthinite and lots of saltpeter. I mean, lots of saltpeter. I brought some more blasting bombs along just in case I found anything that was larger that I wanted to blow up. And actually, I already found a spot that I did blow up. So yeah, that's pretty good. So it looks like we got 5 gears total out of all of this. That's not bad. So I will grab all of the aged wood here, which, by the way, we have a full copper chest of aged wood now. It's absolutely insane. So we may have to start looking at ways to use this stuff in our builds. But yeah, so now that we have that, I'll go ahead and mark these waypoints, or this waypoint, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So now that I'm back at the base, we actually have a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. So I've actually got a bunch of chests. Well, that one's my chiseled blocks, but I have a bunch of chests set up here for items that no longer fit into wherever they're supposed to be. Like, for instance, our ore chest is just about completely full. If I were to break up all of our chunks of copper and bismuthinite that I've found, yeah, they wouldn't fit anymore. Because, I mean, just look at all of this bismuthinite, which actually this rich one should go in with the gems, which, yeah, the gems chest is even almost completely full, and that is a bronze chest. So, I mean, that is really, that's a lot of stuff. Another thing that's an issue is andesite stones. And andesite stones already have 2 crates. 3 crates? Yeah, 3 crates. Jeez, that's a lot of crates. So we need to get some stuff squared away here. So to start out with, you know, even like our aged wood, not enough room for that. So to start out, we need to make ourselves a few crates for several items that, wow, that was horrible. For several items that we need to spread out around, no. Jeez, the lag is horrible at the moment. But we need to make sure that we have some spots for some of these items. So let's go ahead and make a couple of crates first, and we're going to start by breaking this one. And yeah, I can't even pick all of that up. Wow, yes, the server is lagging hard at the moment. So yeah, I did not want that. There we go. So let's go ahead and get an empty hand. Empty hand. There we oh. 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 That was not what I expected to see. But so for the ruin loot, we will be going into a second chest because, well, quite frankly, ruin loot is something that we get a lot of. And so, you know, trying to fit all of that into one chest is probably not going to work very well. So as this one starts to overflow, we'll just be going into this one as well. And by the way, I've got some wolf pups. Did some trading with some traders for that. So yeah, So the next thing that we need to do is get some crate upgrades. So let's go ahead and shift some things around here in our inventory. Yeah, close enough. So if we take a look at the crates, so we need these upgrades for the crates. Now we could build the crates directly. No, we have to use the upgrades. So for these we need copper ingots, boards, and a chest. So I did make up a whole bunch of copper ingots specifically for this, and yes, please, thank you. So let's make a few of these upgrades here. So we're gonna need a few more chests. Can we get this to work? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, so then we need the chest in the middle. We need the copper ingots on each corner. And then we need to take our boards and place them on the sides, and we will get some copper upgrades for the crates. Now, I am assuming we can just click these straight onto the crate. So, let's see, does it say anything here? It just says that it's an upgrade. So if I shift click that onto there, nice. Okay, so we'll go ahead and break this one, and we should be able to dump the entire contents of the first crate into the second one. And there we go, 4,096 in that one. Now, however, we do have more andesite stones, so we may need to do some more stuff there. Another one that we have a lot of is basalt stones. We definitely have a lot of sticks. Maple wood. Actually, it looks like Apache is using some of the maple wood, and actually we may go out, take a look at what Apache has been working on here after a little bit, if that's okay with him. So yeah, there's some other stuff that I need to kind of shift around here. I don't know for sure what all... Oh, there's aged wood in there. I don't know for sure what all we need to put into what, so I'm going to try to get some of this figured out, get some crates upgraded, maybe upgrade a few more chests, and I will be back in a little bit. So I had to make a whole bunch more tools, and I'm looking at these tool racks and thinking that, you know, we can do a lot better here because I can hardly tell what tools are here. I can't imagine what it's like in the video. So I want to put some nice bright blocks behind there, so we want to make ourselves some plaster to go there. So we have some lime here. I can't remember for sure. So do we need to make lime water? No, we need to take quicklime, don't we? So if we look at quicklime, yes. So the quicklime plus sand makes plaster. So let's go ahead and grab a stack of quicklime and a stack of andesite sand, and this is going to make a stack of plaster. So there we go, plain plaster, and I think the plain plaster will be just fine. So now what I need to do is come through here, and we'll break out all of the blocks here and replace them with the plaster. Now this is going to make it a little bit easier to see what we've got going on here. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of this stuff that we don't need off of our hotbar. And then we'll need our picks because they were in this group of stuff. So if we place our picks up here now, yes, those will stand out much better. So yes, I'm going to go through here, change all of those, and I may change these as well. If I do that, I feel like I should put a pillar right here of something else. Maybe basalt? Yeah. So I think I'll put a little bit of basalt coming up through the corner. And maybe I'll put that behind the chests as well. But it would be flush with the wall instead of sticking out like these. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Just to kind of frame off the areas that the tool racks are going to be on. And then I'll be back. So I have been doing a lot of work here in the storage pyramid, and I think it looks a lot better. The center area is now pretty much cleared out. I've still got this chest of chiseled items here. We have nice white blocks behind the tool racks so that they show up easier. I've inset all of the crates into the walls and upgraded most of them that I have multiples of. The only one that I haven't is the sticks, and that's just because it would have looked weird only having one item here. But I have tried to pair them up in places where it makes sense, like oak logs with oak saplings, maple, and so on down the line. We have our halite and andesite stones are now in bronze crates because we have that many of those. We've also added our fuel, so we have our charcoal and our peat back here, and our two soils, so we have medium fertility and low fertility soils back here. Bunch of other rocks, and then I have kind of cleaned up the the ingot piles and plate piles here, and I don't know that I really like having these over here. We may have to figure something else out, and maybe that would be the type of thing that we pile up in the middle. But I've also upgraded several more of the chests to be copper, and I am trying to decide whether I want to push these chests back into the wall or if we want to leave them out like this. Now, if I have to push the chests into the wall, they will have to go full 3 block size, so we can't have this andesite border that runs around the base of the wall everywhere else. So, I don't know. Kind of like to know what you guys think of that. So, chests into the wall or not? Yeah, just let me know what you think there. So the other thing is I have moved all of the stuff for tanning leather over here into this corner under the wood piles, and I have added a small well here which will be useful for making the tannin, which I'm actually making some weak tannin right now, or the lime water, or even turning some grain into turning flour into dough so that we could make bread. And we don't make bread very often, but I actually want to make the area on top of this pyramid be a mill. So we may utilize that, and then we can put items into a chest here. They would use an Archimedes screw to move up to the top, run through the mill, and then come back down. Or we could just have the windmills up on top, and then have them come down, power shafts come down and run the querns down here. I don't know. That's something we'll have to decide in the future. But speaking of grain, so as I was going through all the chests, I did find a whole bunch more rot. So we have 3 barrels of rot waiting to be turned into compost, and we have a little more. But this one here, so we have 64 bits of rye grain in here, and it's been sitting in here the entire time that I've been doing all of this work, which has probably been close to 2 hours, and it has not changed on its spoil timer. So I want to leave this here in this barrel and see whether or not it will spoil. So yeah, that's something I really want to find out that. So yes, I am very happy with how this is looking. Everything is looking much, much nicer and cleaner, more organized. It's nice to be able to walk through the middle of the room here without having stuff in the way. So yes, very happy with how this is. There's a couple little minor things that we still need to do, like the the basalt areas in this corner. I actually had a chest up there that I removed, so I need to get a block there. Then we'll run the basalt across behind where these tapestries are, and then over the top of the chests we still need to get that as well. So still a little bit to do, but yes, it is definitely a vast improvement over what we had. Now the other thing is we may be needing a few more lanterns in here. Now that is part of the reason why I made the bismuth ingots. I want to turn these into plates. Now bismuth has a very low melting point. It actually melts at like 272 degrees, which means I smelted that entire stack. Well, there's 25 ingots there. That entire 25 ingots worth of bismuth was smelted with less than a stack of sticks. I mean, that is not much for fuel. So, yeah. But I do think I will want to go out and try to find more of the bismuth because, I mean, these... I really like the way that these look. Can I please... There we go. So, the plates here and then the lanterns. I like the way that these lanterns look. They look kind of like, an aged copper that has been maybe something spilled on it. I don't know. But I really like the way that they look. So we're going to be making a lot of the bismuth lanterns. Now, thankfully, we have, well, there's a little bit of bismuth in this area. I've found a couple of deposits of it. But up here, there is bismuth all over the place. And so we can go up here into the area where we have our halite, and we should be able to find tons and tons of bismuth. So that is something that I will definitely be doing, probably between episodes, or maybe on the live stream that will be taking place tomorrow. I don't know. I know Apache wanted to join me for the live stream, so we'll have to see what we decide we want to do. But I am very happy with how this has turned out, and it does show that we need to get some more building done because we have lots and lots of resources that are just waiting to be used. So I do want to go over and start working on the pyramid that will mark the entrance to the teleporters. But before I do, I have gotten approval from Apache to go and show you guys what he has been working on. So this should be coming out on his episode tomorrow, which would actually be yesterday when my episode comes out. So, yes, it has already been shown on his videos, so this is not spoilers. But he is over here doing some work in the area where he's going to settle, and wanted to show you guys what he's got. Now, he did say the gift of the hay bales was very nice. Apparently, he referred to me as a madman. So, yes. But here it is. So, a very low to the ground, yurt-looking building with, the thatch on top. I think it's really nice. Now, he did say he was using fences for the windows, and both of us are trying to figure out what we're going to do with all the quartz that we have, because neither of us are really using glass. So, I don't know. I really like the look of this building, though. It is amazing, but it, like he said, it does take a lot of logs. So I'm glad that I had a lot of logs for him to use, and I know that he will definitely be replenishing some of that in the future. Of course, wintertime, not the best time in the world to grow trees. And he's also set up a large group of chests here. I've already looked through here, and most of them are empty, but he's starting to get himself set up over here. So I'm really excited to see how that evolves. So I think for now I'm going to go and work for a while on the base of the pyramid over here by the translocators. So the base of the pyramid, I think we're actually going to make that pyramid larger than the storage pyramid because it is a more significant thing. You know, for translocators, that is like huge. So yeah, I'm going to start laying out the base of that pyramid. It's going to have a very similar style to this one. In fact, almost identical, other than the fact that here in the center, there's going to be a set of steps going down, and then on the sides, there will be steps that go up, and then merge together into one large set of steps above the entrance to the translocators. So I'm going to get a bunch of resources over there, start going, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So I keep forgetting to do this, and I've wanted to try it for some time. So you guys have said that we can put honey in a barrel. So I want to try this and see, yes, we can. Very nice. So that will free up our buckets, and also that will give us much more storage space for our honey. The main reason that I'm doing this is because I want to fill up some bowls. And yeah, so that doesn't work. So we still have to bucket it back out. That's unfortunate. So we'll leave a bucket there. This one here, I suppose for now we'll throw into our wood products. But so we'll have to bucket out a little bit of honey, and then we can fill our bowls from that. Now the reason that I want to get these bowls of honey is so that I can do some trading with our survival goods trader over here. And he currently wants 6 bowls of honey. So I will gladly give him that. I think it was 2 bowls of honey per deer. And then also he wants 48 each of flax and spelt bread. So I've set up my querns up here to grind down the flour. I'm going to let those do their job while I go out and give him the honey. So yeah, gonna try to keep this guy in mind and be constantly checking for trades, because we need to get lots of gears for some of the decorative stuff that we'll be looking for here in the future. Well, I sure didn't expect this. We have 12 mortar left. So we can't even make the bricks that I need. You can see I have a whole bunch of basalt bricks in my inventory. I need to make some stairs, you know, for the areas that go up the side of the entrance. I don't have the mortar for it. So I've got to cook up a bunch of lime, and because of that I'm also grinding up some limestone into the lime up here. So we're getting some progress on these. But yeah, I did not anticipate that one at all. I mean, we had a huge amount of mortar when we made that. But now the other thing is you can see I've got some armor stands here, and that's because I took off my armor. You know, wasn't really needing it too much. And as I was trading with the survival goods trader over here, he had something that I wanted, and that was this stuff. So actually, let's go ahead and swap over here. So we have a bunch of fur clothing on. Well, 2 pieces anyway. So we have the fur coat and the knee-high fur boots. And so, yeah, those are really nice. Make it look like we're dressed for winter. Now I also grabbed a set of this for Apache and placed them over for him. So hopefully he wears them. But I did have to take off a few of the other things that I had on. So we took off our rawhide mantle, which is something that I found in a chest in a ruin, and then our peasant caftan, which we had on from day 1. So this we can still wear right now, but it just doesn't look right having that over the top of the coat. I just don't really like it too much. But yeah, I suppose going to make sure that we've got all of this stuff ready to go, because yeah, we've got a full chest of this stuff, but we don't have enough stairs. So I guess. So just a quick update, apparently the grain does spoil inside of the barrel. It hadn't changed. So I don't know what's going on there for sure. Apparently it still spoils, but that's fine because that'll put the rot right into the barrel. That's not good. I've run out of sandstone stairs, and yeah, that's not going to go very far. Okay, out through the translocators. Let's go get some sandstone. Well, there has definitely been some progress made on this pyramid. So we have the entrance, like I was talking about, much wider than our storage pyramid over here. And then we have the area going down into the depths of the world where all of our translocators are. Also, I did take a bunch of our bismuth and make some bismuth lanterns. I think those look amazing in these locations, but is that hooked? Yeah, it's hooked correctly. So we're going to be putting a lantern on each side as we go down to try to keep this area really nice and bright. But yes, this is taking a huge amount of resources, which is good because we're using up tons of our andesite stones and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, I have made the top very much not a square. So we have almost 50% more space on this long side than we have on the short side. Maybe even more than that. I don't know. I haven't done the math. But yes, even at that, we are going to be, you can see where the edge is there. We're going to be running way out into the water here. So there's going to have to be some redesign of the coastline here. Not sure how that's going to work out. But yeah, we'll build the pyramid first and then see how this looks. Now up here on the top, I am going to be making a temple. And yeah, I'm definitely not going to be doing that today. But if you guys have any ideas for Mayan temple builds or images, go ahead and leave that down in the comments. I would love to see them. You know, of course, I do a lot of research for these episodes, but it's still, I'm struggling to find something that would look good up there. But yes, I think I need to keep working on this. And we are definitely going to have a lot of stone, you know, cobblestone out in front of this. And I don't know for sure if I want to keep it like that. We'll see what you guys think of that. You know, we could always put some grass in these areas and maybe put, you know, flowers or even trees for that matter. You know, we could plant a couple of trees here. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But yes, you can see this side over here. Yeah, it's completely flattened off. But another thing on this is we are only going to have the entrance to the top on this side. We are not going to have the stairs going up on these other sides simply because there's no reason to. So we're going to have it on this side. This is going to be the path that leads from, you know, the main part of our base out here, and then we will continue this on the path that will wrap all the way around the lake, because Apache and I have decided that we will eventually have a path that goes all the way around this big lake. So I am really looking forward to being able to have that, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to look out across here and actually see some of Apache's builds. I think that would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going to keep going on this, and I'll see you guys after a little bit. Well, there we go, the completed skeleton of the pyramid. Now, I was talking with Apache, and he had some really good ideas here. We were trying to figure out some of the ideas behind this, and one of the biggest things that I was concerned about was the interior of this thing. I mean, we've got this huge space inside, and it's like, what is this gonna be for? And he had the great idea, since there's 4 translocators here, maybe this is a trading center of some kind. So rather than putting a temple up on top, we're going to put something similar to like a port authority building. You know, something to give some oversight to all of the trading. And then that also solves the issue of the cobblestone aprons around the pyramid. So we can put little market stalls around here, and then also have a market inside of the pyramid, and even go with this path coming down here into the lake and put a dock and have, you know, a couple of boats at it. So I mean, that is great. I really like that idea. Very happy that Apache gave me that idea. But yeah, lots of work has gone into this. I'm actually starting to run low on blue clay as well as andesite stone, which is kind of incredible to think about, because I had most of a tin bronze upgraded crate of andesite stone when I started this, and we are still not done. So yes, that is absolutely ridiculous how much material has gone into this. and it is far from complete. So I am going to keep working on this, and hopefully I can figure out some designs for the market stalls, because yeah, that's going to be kind of a difficult one. With Minecraft, it's really easy because you have colored wool and colored carpets. Here, I'm not entirely sure what we could do. I mean, we do have some various colors of wood, but it's very earthy tones. I'd like to have something a little more vibrant. So I'll try to figure out what I can do with that in creative in between episodes, because I think I'm going to call this one here. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Be sure to check out Apache, Emerald Star, Bellinor, and Ashanti, and links are down in the description. They are all making videos here on Aura Fury, and I will see you next time. Bye.